Communication is an art, and in relationships, what is said is often just as important as what is left unsaid. Women, in particular, sometimes express their thoughts and emotions through subtle hints rather than direct statements. These phrases, when analyzed closely, can reveal significant insights about their past experiences, relationship perspectives, and personal boundaries. In this article, we will explore 7 commonly used phrases by women, breaking down their deeper meanings with real-life examples. We will also discuss how to interpret these statements effectively and navigate relationships with a better understanding. This analysis is not just about decoding words but also about fostering stronger, more meaningful connections. 1. I just get along better with guys. Breaking down the phrase. At first glance, this statement might sound harmless. Perhaps she simply grew up with brothers, or she enjoys activities traditionally associated with men. However, when a woman frequently expresses this sentiment, it could indicate that she thrives in male-dominated environments and enjoys the attention that comes with it. Psychological perspective. Many women who say this have often been in situations where they received validation from men more than women. They might feel more comfortable navigating male dynamics, knowing how to engage and maintain interest. It does not necessarily mean they dislike female friendships, but rather that they find their interactions with men more rewarding or manageable. 2. I don't do labels. What it implies. When someone avoids defining a relationship, it often signals a desire for freedom and flexibility. While some people genuinely dislike labels, others use this as a way to keep their options open without committing to exclusivity. A look into relationship dynamics. Labels bring expectations, and expectations can sometimes lead to responsibilities that not everyone is ready to take on. A woman who frequently uses this phrase may have had past experiences where labels led to complications or unwanted pressure. Key lesson. Understanding someone's stance on labels early in a relationship can prevent future misunderstandings. If a person explicitly avoids defining a relationship, it is crucial to determine if that aligns with your own expectations. 3. I have had a lot of experiences, but I don't regret any of them. Analyzing the phrase. This statement is a way of owning one's past while shutting down potential judgment. It conveys confidence and self-acceptance but can also hint at a colorful history in relationships. Why people use this expression. No one wants to be judged for their past choices. By framing past experiences as learning moments, this phrase serves as both a shield and a declaration of personal growth. Final thought. When someone shares this phrase, it is best to respect their past without probing too much. Everyone has a history, and what matters most is how they have grown from it. 4. I'm just really comfortable with my body. Decoding the message. Confidence is attractive, and being comfortable with one's body is a great quality. However, when a person repeatedly emphasizes this, it may indicate a strong awareness of their physical appeal and how they use it in social interactions. Psychological perspective. People who are frequently desired often become accustomed to receiving attention based on their looks. While self-confidence is a positive trait, excessive emphasis on physical comfort can sometimes hint at a history of validation through attraction. Example story. Rachel was a fitness model who embraced her body fully. She often spoke about self-love and body confidence. However, in relationships, her comfort with her body sometimes made her partners insecure. They struggled with understanding whether her openness stemmed from self-acceptance or past experiences where she was frequently admired. Conclusion. Confidence should be celebrated, but it is important to understand whether it comes from a place of self-empowerment or external validation. 5. I have a lot of guy friends, but it's never weird. At first glance, this phrase seems harmless. A woman mentioning that she has many male friends might simply be stating a fact. But let's dig a little deeper. Why would she feel the need to clarify that it's never weird? The truth is, friendships between men and women can sometimes develop into something more, whether intentionally or not. It's human nature. When someone makes a point to insist that all their male friendships are strictly platonic, it might indicate that they've had experiences where the lines of friendship were blurred. Maybe there was an unexpected moment of intimacy, a drunken confession, or a flirtatious interaction that led to mixed signals. Even if nothing major happened, the repeated need to emphasize that it's never weird suggests an awareness that such friendships often come with complexities. Of course, this doesn't mean all friendships with the opposite gender have hidden intentions. But if someone frequently brings this up, it could be a subtle indicator that their past friendships have had their share of complications. 6. I'm very open-minded. Being open-minded is a great quality. It suggests a willingness to try new things, embrace different perspectives, and step out of one's comfort zone. But when this phrase is specifically mentioned in the context of relationships, it often hints at more than just being adventurous with food or travel. In many cases, saying I'm very open-minded is a way of signaling that they have an unconventional approach to dating and relationships. They might be comfortable with casual relationships, unconventional dating styles, or even exploring dynamics that others might consider unconventional. For example, a person who frequently emphasizes their open-mindedness may have experimented with different types of relationships in the past, whether it's dating multiple people, trying long-distance relationships, or engaging in unique social experiences. They might also expect their partner to be equally non-judgmental and open to new experiences. This doesn't mean that open-mindedness is a negative trait. It's actually a great thing in many aspects of life. But in relationships, it can sometimes indicate a preference for flexibility rather than commitment. 7. I don't get attached easily. This phrase is a major signal of someone who values their independence and is cautious about emotional involvement. While some people naturally take time to develop deep emotional connections, others intentionally keep their distance as a protective mechanism. Saying I don't get attached easily can often be a way of setting expectations early. It's a preemptive way of saying, don't expect me to fall for you quickly. This could stem from past heartbreaks, personal experiences, or simply a preference for casual relationships over serious commitments. For example, someone who repeatedly states this might have experienced situations where they developed feelings too quickly and got hurt, leading them to build an emotional wall. On the other hand, they might just enjoy a sense of freedom and prefer relationships that don't come with heavy expectations. While this mindset can work well for certain individuals, it's important to recognize that meaningful connections require vulnerability. If someone insists they don't get attached easily, it's worth considering whether they truly want a deep connection or if they're just avoiding emotional complexity. Final thoughts and key takeaways. Understanding these phrases requires more than just listening to words. It requires analyzing the context, body language, and personal experiences behind them. Every phrase holds a deeper meaning, and recognizing these nuances can help build stronger, healthier relationships based on mutual understanding. Lessons to remember. Pay attention to patterns, not just words. Everyone has a past. How they frame it matters. Open communication is key in navigating relationships successfully. Understanding someone's boundaries early prevents misunderstandings later. By interpreting these hidden messages wisely, we can foster connections that are built on clarity, trust, and respect.